Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a Costco mukbang. I ordered a bunch of their food and then I also am doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me a question. So I ran into Costco today for one thing, food, but then I just grabbed something too while I was in there. I did like a little walk around and I got some Boursin cheese. I usually like to get like my toilet paper and paper towels always from there, but recently I've just been ordering it online. So much easier. You get free delivery if you spend 35 bucks. So with toilet paper and paper towels, you spend $35. So I just order it, so much easier. But these are a great deal in there. $9.99 for 3. Usually it's like $6 to $8 for 1 at other stores. And I finally got some napkins. If you guys have been watching my last few videos, I've had no napkins in my car. So finally got some napkins. I have not yet got to try the double chocolate chunk cookie from Costco. Ooh, it's so warm and it's big. And then I got the chicken bake, of course. Yum. Ooh, it looks like a good one. Sometimes they're a little bit like too toasty. That one looks perfect. And then I got a cheese pizza today. I usually get the pepperoni, but I don't know. I just love cheese pizza. So I got cheese. I think I like cheese pizza better than pepperoni. I just am so used to getting pepperoni because usually, you know, if you're ordering it with a group of people, everyone wants pepperoni. So you just get like used to it. And then I don't know if this is a new sandwich or what. It's new to me. This is their hot turkey and provolone sandwich. This has oven roasted turkey breast on here, provolone cheese, red onions and tomato, and a basil garlic mayonnaise. That sounds good. Oh, and then I also got a frozen cold brew. So let's start with this. I haven't had coffee yet today and I have a slight headache. I made a coffee and I didn't have any creamer, and I just put like almond milk and caramel drizzle. Ugh, it was disgusting. I like need creamer or I cannot drink it. That's refreshing. All right, let's take a bite of our pizza first. This just looks so good. That's good. Like really good. It's so cheesy and very saucy too. Kind of tastes like Chuck E. Cheese pizza. That was a good thumbnail. That is so good. Okay. How do I see the questions? Why? Oh, here we go. Any merch coming soon? You guys, I need to make merch. Like, every YouTuber has merch. I need to come up with something. Does anyone have any ideas? I would want it to be something simple, like maybe with a saying on it, or maybe even like just like a cute little clip art of food. Like something really like cutesy. But I should make merch soon. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. Like, what would you want to buy? I would love to come out with something like to use in the kitchen. Like not just clothing, but I don't even know where, like I don't know how I would do that. I don't know who I would need to reach out to. But I think it would be cool to come out with something like that, or even like canned coffee. I just don't know how to do it. So many like YouTubers and influencers, they have like a management team. I don't. I do everything myself. I do all my business calls, my emails. I work with different brands negotiating prices and rates for advertisements. Like I do it all myself, which sometimes I think like maybe I should have like a management team to help me, because like when I think of ideas like that, like I don't know how to do it myself. Let's try this sandwich. Okay, let's see. That garlic mayo, so good. It's a good sandwich. It tastes like it's from like Panera or like Italy. Okay, let's see some other questions. Very cheesy too. My favorite place that I've traveled so far. I love you, by the way. I've been watching you for years. Oh, thank you. Wait, let me screenshot these so I can put them in the video. My favorite place I've ever been to, I loved Costa Rica. Costa Rica was beautiful and all the people were so nice, and it seemed so safe and clean. But I think I would have to say Switzerland or Greece. Greece was just beautiful. My homeland. Everyone was so nice there. I loved all the kitties that were walking around everywhere. There's just cats everywhere. The food was amazing. It felt very safe. I really liked Greece. Switzerland though was the most beautiful place I've ever seen. Pictures didn't even do justice. And I loved all the cheese fondue everywhere. And the flowers, the mountains. It was just stunning. And I cannot wait to go back there. I would like to go there one day to ski. I think it would be very pretty to go there in the winter. But yeah, right now I'd probably say Switzerland is my number one because of how beautiful it was. So yummy. Okay. How did you and your boyfriend meet? So we met, we live in a small town, so everyone kind of knows of each other. But we met at a local bar forever ago, like a college bar. So everyone was like 18 years old, younger, maybe a little bit older. But it was like 8 years ago maybe, and we followed each other on Instagram. And then we never really saw each other again after that. Like, you know, there'd be like local parties and stuff, and I never saw him there. And if I did, we never like talked to each other. And we would slide up on each other's stories sometimes. Like, we knew of each other, and we would always like each other's posts and everything. And like, he had a Frenchie, I had a Frenchie, and then we started sliding up on each other's stories like about our dogs. And then that's what kind of started us to talk a little bit more. And we were just messaging back and forth on Instagram, DM. And then one night he asked for my number and said he wanted to take me out. And I gave it to him. We texted that night. And then he asked me if I wanted to go to a football game the next morning. And I said yes. And we went, and our first date lasted like 24 hours. I drove to his house, and then he drove us to the game up in Cleveland, so like an hour drive. And already like the drive there, we both were on the same page because we talked about it like a couple dates after. But that drive there, we both immediately knew that we liked each other. We could tell we were gonna get along, and we just were on the same page about a lot of things and had so much in common. He said that, I need some of this chicken bake. This is my favorite. But he said that he thought like on our first date, I was just like being nice and agreeing with him on like lots of things and topics we were talking about, because I was just like agreeing with him on so much. He thought I was just like saying yes to everything to be nice. But then he like found out later, like, no, we just have that much in common. I'm like, I wouldn't just lie and like agree with you on something if I didn't like agree. But it was almost like a too good to be true moment. And I said, I'm like, no, you just met a girl that you actually have stuff in common with. And same with me. Like if I was a guy, I think I'd be like him. Like, we have very similar aspects in like working and mindset and travel, just like lots of things we agree on. And he always says like if he was a girl, he thinks he would be me. Like, he always had a crush on me. He says since like 5 years ago, he always had crushes on me. And he had old texts too from years back of like people inviting him to parties, and he would ask like, is Steph Pappas there? So he always had like a little secret crush on me just from like viewing me on social media. Which I think is really cute and cool. This top piece is always like so much bread. But like, I always said to him like, why didn't you reach out to me sooner then? And he's like, I don't know. But obviously like we've both been in relationships, like, and just to like reach out to someone online and like ask them to go on a date, you know, it's a little more risky rather than just seeing them out and about, talking to them, because you don't know if someone's single, so you don't want to just like message them and be like, hi, are you single? So I don't know, it just worked out perfectly when it worked out, and yeah. And like ever since then, we never really spent a day apart. I will be 25 this summer, and my boyfriend will be 28. So we're exactly 1 week apart, and we're both Cancers. So my birthday is July 14th, and he's exactly 7 days later, which makes it so much fun because we can celebrate together. Lots of people are asking if I'm gonna get married soon. I don't know. I hope so. But that's not really like up to me, or like I don't know that plan. So just have to like wait and see. How is your Italy trip planning going? Great. This morning I spent like 2 hours, maybe not that long. It felt like a while, but I booked all of our train tickets, and I'm having so much fun booking and scheduling everything. And I did some research, and it said you should book your train tickets ahead of time. So that's what I did. So those are all booked. Everything is scheduled. Airbnbs are all booked. So for a while I was debating between Lake Garda and Lake Como, and I could not decide. So my boyfriend gave me his card, and he just like told me to pick out everything, or we could book it together, which I had no issue booking it all myself. I did my research, and I know a lot more about Italy than he does, just because I've been studying it for so long, because I've been wanting to go for so long. But I had no issue planning everything like myself. We did like talk things over, and we like everything I like, all my ideas and stuff, I went over it with him, and he's cool with whatever. So for those who don't know, my birthday gift last year was a trip to Italy. He got me like a little voucher. I opened up like an envelope, and it was like a ticket to Italy. So because we were just very busy last year, and then like the weather got cooler in Italy towards the end of the year, we just like held off, and we're waiting until spring to go. So it's almost time. I was debating between Lake Garda and Lake Como. I wanted to go to Lake Como, but it was kind of out of the way. It's like a 4-hour train, and then our next stop would be a 4-hour train. It's just like out of the way. It's borderline on Switzerland, so maybe one day if we go to Switzerland, we can just stop at Lake Como, Italy. But it was just more out of the way, and we are bouncing from city to city like every 2 to 3 days. So it's gonna be a lot. So we'll just do that a different time. So Lake Garda is more like en route. So we're going there, and I went on my Airbnb app because I still had a Lake Como Airbnb booked just in case, because I couldn't decide. And luckily today was the last day to cancel it, and it was $1,500, so good thing I went on that app today. Like the gods were just telling me like, go on your Airbnb app and cancel that. So luckily I did that today, and then I booked all the trains. Maybe the pizza is my favorite. What's the ideal age you want to get married and have kids? I cannot wait to have kids one day, but I would say my ideal age, which is like when I would maybe get off birth control, maybe like 27, something around there, maybe later. I don't know, just I'm in no rush, but also I'm excited. But I would say like sometime after 27, I'd like to be married and everything first. So 27 at like the earliest, I would say. But I'm very excited to have my kids. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see. Will you ever do a sushi mukbang? I don't like sushi. I know. I'm so boring. I don't like seafood. I wish I did. When we go out to like hibachi restaurants, my boyfriend ordered sushi. I try it every time. I don't like it. I don't like the seaweed. It's just like so chewy. I don't know. I wish I liked it. So give me some recommendations on sushis you guys think I would like. What do you ask when you get your hair done? So my friend did my hair. I just told her I wanted like, they're basically like peekaboo highlights, I believe. Just some like blonde, like lighter pieces throughout. Not too light, just like a little bit of dimension. And then I like some small money pieces. But that's about it. I get some face framing pieces too. So when I pull my hair back, I have like little strands. I think they're called slut strands. My little slut strands. But I have it all slicked back today because it is a little bit more greasy. But I have a hot workout later. So I will be so sweaty, and then I'll wash my hair tonight or tomorrow. Or tomorrow, we'll see. How are you doing for real? I would say I'm doing good. So with losing my dad, obviously it's been like the hardest thing of my life, but I think it has made me so strong, and also realize like what's important and what's not, like to get upset over like little things. And there's so many people going through super hard things in life, and like that's why you should always just be kind to people, because you never know what people are going through. But I think my dad's positivity in life just like helps me look at life like that too, and you just have to move forward. And I just hope one day to like see him again. And obviously just knowing like huge milestones, like my kids are never gonna have a grandpa, and he would have been the best grandpa, and like he won't be at my wedding, and like see so much stuff. But my mom's dad, so my grandpa, recently passed away, and like he lived a long happy life, and he got to see his kids do so much and be there for so much, like his grandchildren's football games, and he'd watch me cheerlead and dance and just like all of that. And it's just sad like knowing my dad like left my life so early. And it also just breaks my heart that like my mom doesn't have my dad anymore. That honestly kind of like hurts me the most, is just knowing like he got taken away from her. We're not crying, but I am doing good, and I'm moving forward. I can talk about it more without like crying. I mean, sometimes I still do, but I don't know. It's a lot, and you just take it day by day. It doesn't get easier with time. You just don't cry as much, I guess. Let's try this cookie. Oh, lots of people are asking me what camera do I use, and did I get a new camera? No, I've had the same camera. It's the Sony OX or AX. AX. It's probably an A. But I love Sony cameras. I do prefer Sony over like Canon and stuff. Okay, I think we answered a decent amount of questions. What are you looking forward to the most for your Italy trip? Okay, that's gonna be the last question I'm answering, because I've answered a lot. We'll save some more for the next video. I just can't wait to eat pasta and gelato every single day. Honestly, I'm so excited for that. But I can't wait to go horseback riding in Florence through Tuscany. Very excited for that. I'm also very excited for... I'm excited for everything. Everything. But I would just say eating pasta and gelato every day. Okay, let's try this cookie. I'm also going to make a TikTok, because this cookie is like so popular on TikTok. So I just went to Costco, and I got the double chocolate chunk cookie for the very first time. So let's try it. It's nice and warm. I didn't think it was gonna be this big. Wow, it smells really, really good. A lot crispier than I thought it was gonna be. That is a thick cookie. I love all the melty chocolate in it. Double chocolate chip, makes sense. Oh, and then I also got a cheese pizza. This is so good. I always get the pepperoni, but I think I like cheese better. So good. Oh, and I also got a frozen cold brew. The weather is beautiful today. I'm in a tank top, so this just sounded so refreshing. So good. But like museum-wise in Italy, I'm actually not too crazy about this cookie. It's very hard. I like my cookies like softer, like almost like undercooked. Why is my nose dripping? Like all of a sudden. It's still good. Maybe I should have started with it. It might have been softer like right when I got it. But honestly, I think the piece of pizza is my favorite. But it's all good. Museum-wise in Italy, I'm not really sure what I'm most excited for. I don't even know the names of like the museums. I think the two cities I'm excited for all of them. They're all so different. So we're going to Venice, then Lake Garda, then Florence, and then Positano, and then Rome. So a little bit of everything. Okay. We are done for the day. Well, thank you guys for watching today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.